Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis l'énergie canadien, and welcome to a late episode of the Hockey Talk Show. Sorry I didn't get this out on time today. It was just hectic all week so far, but here I am once again for another episode of this bullshit where I just go over the news of the week in hockey and I just give my best opinion on it to the best of my extent. So let's start with the Blackhawks. We all know what happened. Rocky Wirtz is a piece of shit. Who the fuck could have thought? So, during a press conference, Rocky Wirtz was asked a question by a reporter. The question the question asked was about how the Blackhawks would change their organizational efforts to promote awareness and all that after the Kyle Beach incident back in 2010. To which Rocky, the piece of fucking dog shit he is, decides it'd be a great idea to fucking bash out the reporter and the following reporter for asking that question. Basically quoting us being said as, "We're not going to talk about Kyle Beach. We're not going to talk about 2010. We're moving on. It's none of your business." And people got pissed off of him at that. So much so that even Wayne fucking Gretzky had to jump in and say something, with his quote being, "From every point of view, this is just a horrible scenario. What happened to Kyle Beach?" And as a parent, you're sitting there going, "My son's 18. He's going to be maybe drafted by that team. I want to know my 18-year-old son is going to be protected." The fact that you have the great one on your fucking ass about the dumb shit that you said, you know what that's saying about your organization? That's saying you guys suck and you guys are nothing more than a fucking laughingstock. Simple as that. And it got to the point where the fucker had to apologize for getting caught and getting called out. "Oh, boo-hoo, your opinion was dog shit? Oh, too fucking bad. Live with it." Your words, not mine. In other news, we have a new general manager in the NHL, and it's from the Anaheim Ducks, who have hired Pat Verbeek as their new general manager. He was the assistant general manager with Steve Yzerman back in Detroit and Tampa Bay. And the other finalist for that job was cracking assistant GM Jason Botterill. So hopefully he does well. And plus, the Ducks have been really good all season, so hopefully that's a great fit for that side. Obviously the Blackhawks have been not hiring, but interviewing people. They've hired they've not hired. Oh God. They've interviewed Peter Shirley for the hockey operations role. They've hired a few people. One of them being Peter Shirley, another one being the assistant general manager for the Chicago Cubs on the MLB. They interviewed assistant general manager Jeff Greenberg, who again, I want to say again, was the assistant general manager for Major League Baseball's Chicago Cubs. Yeah, I wonder how the fuck that would work if a baseball guy comes into a hockey world with possibly no experience. I don't know. So the other candidates that were interviewed were Kyle Davidson, Scott Mellenby, and Eric Tulsky. Which their positions I do not know. But some better news. Basically this is the Gary Bettman thing prior to the All-Star game, like he does every time. So this is the updates that he gave out. The NHL draft for 2022, which was set to take place in Montreal, may be moved if restrictions aren't lifted, because he wants the fans back in attendance for the draft, which I can understand. The 2023 All-Star game is set to take place in Florida, Sunrise, Florida, home of the Panthers. I mean, they were going to do that in the 2020, I think the 2021 All-Star game, but, COVID happened. The Carolina Hurricanes will get the Stadium Series in 2023. The Boston Bruins will get the Winter Classic in 2023 at Fenway Park. And the 2022-23 Global Series will return with games scheduled to take place in Germany, Switzerland, Finland, and Czechia, or better known as the Czech Republic. So that's just so many updates, and I feel like that's a good thing. to bring back the global series, because I feel like people love that, like seeing like European hockey fans watching American style hockey in their home country. I think that's actually pretty damn cool. What I think would be even cooler is if we had a freaking exhibition game between an NHL club and a club from another league, say the Finnish Liga, or the Swiss National League, or the Czech Extra Liga. So the All-Star game happened. So, and honestly, it was a really good All-Star game. But we're just quickly, I'm just gonna go run through these skills competition results because God, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for the winner now. I'm not gonna go for the rest. So the winner of the fastest skater was Blues forward Jordan Cairo. Yeah, he even beat out Connor McDavid, who wound up in fourth. For the save streak, that went to the Atlantic Division's duo of Jack Campbell, Soupy, and Andrew Vasilevsky with a combined total of 9. For the Fountain face-off, Jackets defenseman Zach Werenski at 25.634 seconds. And for hardest shot, it went to Tampa Bay's Victor Hedman at a speed of 103.2 miles per hour. For the breakaway challenge, it was won by Vegas's Alex Pietrangelo with 64 points. The Vegas 21 in 2022, which this one I thought was unique because, we're in Vegas, so why not have a fucking card game with hockey players? Because, of course, it was won by Joe Pavelski, who had a 21 plus an ace plus a queen. Yeah, I know, that's weird. And for accuracy shooting, it was won by Carolina's Sebastian Aho with a time of 10.937 seconds. And now to the actual All-Star game results. The Metro beat the Pacific 6-4 in the preliminary round with goals from Wilson, Giroux, Aho, Gensel, and Hughes at 2. I'm not going to talk about the Pacific. The Central beat the Atlantic 8-5 with 2 goals from Cairo and DeBrincat each. Kadri, Connor, Yossi, and Pavelski as well make up the rest. And then the winners of the All-Star game were the Metropolitan Division, who beat out the Central 5-3 with goals from 2 from Giroux, Hughes, Kreider, and Kuznetsov. And the MVP of the All-Star game was awarded to Philadelphia's Claude Giroux. So good on him and congratulations for that. Yeah, just when you think the Blackhawks shit couldn't get any fucking worse, here we are again. So the Blackhawks had to fire another member of their personnel. This time it was an athletic trainer, but not for the NHL side, but for their American Hockey League affiliates, the Rockford IceHogs, who in 2014 committed an act of sexual harassment of an ice crew member and was just fired. Like, really? You're just being fired now? Actually, it said it was fired in November, but really? Really? Well, like, at this point, they shouldn't even be called the Chicago Blackhawks. They should be called the Chicago Canceled Crew. Because that is all everyone there is getting. Canceled. Seriously, look, I don't like cancel culture in any fucking sense. But you know what? Fuck the Blackhawks. They deserve it. For once, the team actually deserves cancellation. But we got some extensions to talk about. First one being for the first 2 router being for the Blues, as they re-signed defender Robert Bortuzzo to a 2-year deal at $1.9 million per year, $1.9 million total for an averaging value of $950,000 per. As well as forward Logan Brown to a 1-year, one-way $750,000. I don't think it's a bad contract for either or, especially Bortuzzo. And again, I'm not the best at determining who's good and who's not. It is what it is. And then for the Lightning, the final extension, Patrick Maroon, otherwise known at Tampa Bay as the Big Rig, signed a 2-year contract extension worth $1 million per season. That's actually pretty damn good. That's actually a low salary for someone Maroon's caliber. That's actually pretty damn good. Team friendly, player friendly, and I'm sure they're very good, very happy to get it done. Tuukka Rask. Yeah, I want to talk about Tuukka Rask for a bit. So the Bruin goaltender retired after 15 years in the NHL, basically because he underwent because what's it called? Basically, let me give you some back reference. In December, he came back from 6 months of rehab and whatever recovery from a hip surgery that he underwent in the off season. He didn't start with the Bruins until like middle of January when we talked about it on here. Recently he had more hip issues, and so his comeback was basically his hip surgery. Basically his hip issues came back, and he has not played since the 24th of January after experiencing discomfort after the game versus Anaheim. He discussed his future with his family over the next few days, and today it was announced that he had retired. Okay, growing up as a Leaf fan, as you can tell by the background, I never disliked Boston, okay? I never disliked them. Though I did get pissed off when they beat the Leafs in the playoffs a few times. I'm not going to deny Tuukka Rask caliber as a great goaltender. Best of luck to him in his post-professional career, but it just fucking sucks, dude. It just fucking sucks. But best of luck to you, man. Best of luck. Let's see. Oh, another extension. I didn't see this one. The Blues again with another contract extension, re-signing forward Alexei Toropchenko to a 1-year, 2-way contract worth $750,000 in the NHL and $100,000 in the AHL. The 22-year-old has 12 points in 32 games this season with the Springfield Thunderbirds of the AHL. Not a bad signing again, but here's what it is. We got other news too. Brian Marchand. If you saw the game against Pittsburgh recently, you know that he did some stupid shit. First, he decided to skate up to Penguins netminder Tristan Jarry and just sock him in the face. And then after that, when he was being escorted, he receives a high stick Jarry again in the mask. So he was offered an in-person hearing, and today it is being revealed that he has been handed a 6-game suspension for each action. Well, basically for both actions. I'm not gonna fucking. I can't even comment further on this because really, it's just expected. It's just fucking expected with this dude. Seriously. I don't even know what the fuck to say about this guy. Moving on, the Kraken have claimed 2 players off the waivers. First, they claimed Austin Czarnik off waivers from the New York Islanders. And then just today, they claimed Dennis Shawolski off of waivers from the Washington Capitals. Funnily enough, Dennis Shawolski was the pick that Seattle made from Detroit in the expansion draft. I know, right? It's so fucking dumb. The Canadiens are making some moves. So basically, after going 8-30-7 this season, with basically after their Cup final run last season, Dominic Ducharme has been told to fuck off. He is fired. He is fired. But who's the new coach, you may ask? Well, I think it's time we turn to the former NHLers market and see who will be available to coach. Let's see. Not you, not you, not you. Oh, hey, Marty St-Louis. Welcome to the organization. I mean, you were coaching a U13 team in Connecticut, but still, welcome to the Montreal Canadiens, your new head coach. Well, also, they also did make a hiring for their assistant general manager role, and that is Vincent Lecavalier. I think it's a fair assessment to say that the Lightning are taking their Cup final loss against Tampa Bay a little too hard. And finally, to wrap up the episode, the St. Louis Blues again with another extension, but not of a player this time. This time is on their coach. Head coach Craig Berube has signed a 3-year extension to remain as head coach of the St. Louis Blues organization. I think he is a great coach for the St. Louis Blues, and I'm really shocked of how well that partnership has worked out between both coach and team. And I hope he does well with the Blues organization. But anyways, guys, I think that will do it for this week's episode of the Hockey Talk Show. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Electrical Nation. Until next time, guys, je suis l'Énergie canadienne. Bonne nuit et au revoir.